I supported Trump, and I was happy that he won. I hate the Islamic Republic of Iran. I hate the countries that helped uh, after 2000 and during the I hated the Obama administration for and the Chinese's help of the Obama. I hated how the Chinese helped the human rights situation, the human rights violations in Iran. But listen, today Trump is trying to physically control people so much that he will never take the side of the mother. He will never let the father be rich. He will always blame you. He'll always blame you for not acting black enough. He'll never let you relax or just, do whatever. And then he'll say, and then he'll, and then other people, and then he'll tell you everybody how rich you are. And and so people are asking me questions. Why don't you and your dad just give your mom money so she can come? Why haven't you guys just given your mom money so that she can come live with you in France, in your palace or where your mansion, wherever you live in France? Why don't you just give her money and tell her to come over there? Why? Because her husband and her family have told her for 20 years, to 30 years, and even more, don't listen to Kurosh Shukufanda, which is her husband. Don't listen to her son. Just listen to them and listen to people that wanted to support Reza Pahlavi. And those people are so greedy and evil, they were trying to do anything. They were trying to do anything to go back to the country, even get rid of me and my mom. And say that, and get rid of, and they were trying to, I don't know if they were trying to do it through Trump. I don't know whose side he was on. I don't know if he was on the Reza Pahlavi side or my side. I thought he supported me and Iran when it comes to Iran and doing things in Islam for Iranian people and Persian people. But ever since I moved back here, I think it's because Joe Biden were trying to help Reza Pahlavi, and I think they've had my mind. They've been spying on me through espionage and wiretaps, phone taps and stuff like that, and trying to dissuade every chance I get to tell my mom, please just come over there. I have a house there. I have all this stuff over there. And they tell her, don't listen to anybody else. Don't accept money from anybody else. Don't believe in those phonies. Don't believe in those phonies. Shaheen Shukufanda, the phony. Don't believe in Kurosh Shukufanda. They call him a phony. They've tried to, every single thing I think, they've tried to distract her from it and say that, no, you should try and listen to see who Sebastian Van Couverden is, or who Reza Pahlavi is, or who George Bush is, or who Joe Biden or Hunter Biden are, or who Chelsea Clinton is, or who Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton are. I mean, come on. The 90s are over, Clintons. You've not. In the 90s, we had a great time. In the 90s, you guys were cool, but you really have to think about what the Obamas did to stop you. And not that the Obamas were terrible people, but they were kind of enslaved to China and Russia and communism. And not that communism and socialists are bad, because I really like them. I really like their policies on healthcare. I like their policies on keeping people healthy. I like their policies on being sweet to each other, telling people to be sweet and creative, which is our policies too. They would even call my uncle Darius Shokov, who founded Maximalism and the Arts of Phony. And they would say that you guys just don't belong in America. You guys don't belong in America. You don't deserve U.S. passports. We're the Bushes. We're fighting a war on terrorism, which is like a way to stop people from unifying and being creative and artistic in America. And also just giving it to the point of view of the rednecks who think they're tougher than the princes. Think you're tougher than the princes? Do you think you're tougher than? I mean, it's like, now it's just to a point where I'm scared of George Bush because he's, the Cowboys are I want to always say, like, y'all got to get out of this country, y'all got to do this, y'all got to do that. Well, it's not them that's saying it, it's the Trumps who are saying it, and Trumps who are making the internet such a really hostile place that you can't even look at a picture of somebody else without them trying to fight you and all this other stuff, and it becomes, it becomes psychotic just to do that. But on top of that, people like Jay-Z want you to suck their dick and forget about the music you're making, which is something I'm fighting. Kamala Harris is trying to make me eat her pussy and forget about the music I'm making, and that's another thing I'm fighting. They're trying to enslave your parents to eating pussy and sucking cock. That's another thing those are the things I'm fighting. They're trying to make your father poor and give all that money to Donald Trump and his and whoever his family is. That's another thing I'm fighting. They're trying to make everybody speak English and forget about being sweet and push the world into a reset, which is another thing I'm fighting. And I promise everybody, if you give me money and you give my mom money and convince her to believe in me and my dad, who also want to be in the Royal Society and get rid of the Islamic Republic, and we want to have everything to do with the beautiful future that our kids can have, and our sports athletes can have, and our actors and actresses can have, and more important than that, that not one of in the future for our kids, in Iranian kids and Persian kids that are never, ever concerned about a religious person putting them in jail, a religious person beating them to death, torturing them, beating them, hitting them, talking nasty, taking their money away, or doing anything like that to them, which they have been doing to the sweetest, most educated people in the whole entire planet, and it's been going on for. It's a genocide that started that stopped because of us. And yes, I'm talking to you, Donnie. But if you're getting this old, and my dad's getting this old, and you have to stay in politics, and I have to stay enslaved to seeing my mom work at a scrub store every day and not have any money, not have any extra money for anything, and always be worried about paying the bills, when I could be having a nice life and living in a nice villa and relaxing and making whatever movies I want and all this stuff, just so you can do. I don't know what it is you're doing, but I'm so mad at you that I made it. That I might ask the English and the Irish and the English and Irish and the Norwegians to stay out of America and out of France, and anyone who's related to you to die, and anyone who you're helping to die. That I would be very grateful, and I would love to leave here and go back and live in France with her, and become and if France, si l'Assemblée de Macron, Beirut, and cette traverse problematic assemblement, je suis le roi de France. Je suis le decision maker pourquoi le Marine Le Pen ou le Trump ou le Merkel or le Putin or le President Xi or le President Modi es très grand problème et non français, non democratic, not nice. They're not nice. They're not Jewish. They're not sweet. They're not friendly anymore. S'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît, faire un bank account pour moi et mon mère et mon père, que nous venir ça et vivre en paix. Pourquoi je n'aime l'English, je n'aime English, et le Prince William and Prince Harry and Donald Trump and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Es muy violence, and it's not a good situation pour moi. or pour la French Republic, or pour Allemagne, or pour Italy, or Spain, or Netherlands, pour attaque Netherlands avec la Mouchak, or the Swedish, So please, if you can, just try and figure something out for us, and get us somewhere that I'm not so worried for because it's very, very concerning. And I loved you, William. I used to love you, William, but you left me in this situation with Donald, and I know you wanted to throw me a nice birthday party in Berlin, but it looks like I'm never going to go back there, and they're going to end up killing me and my mom and my dad here. And we're not gonna. I don't know what's gonna happen. I guess we're just gonna die, or we're gonna reset it back to 2012. And that's the King of France for now. Enjoy it, world. Enjoy the world. I'm trying. I hope we can enjoy the world for another 100 years. Hope we can stay alive and do fun things, creative things. There's this black space, which is the place that we should be living freely and happily and doing things and fun and not concerned. But the Ayatollahs in the Islamic Republic of Iran have still helped. I think Donald Trump they're paying Donald Trump. They're paying Donald Trump from the minds of the Latinos and all the other minds of the people through Bitcoin and all the coins. And William's getting rich off of it. Harry's getting rich off of it. Charles and Andrew and Anne are getting rich off of it. And they're trying to hurt all the Persians, and they're not helping any of the Persians. And if anybody really cares about us, then they'll help us take a stand against the British and against the Germans, not Germans, but against the Israelis. Not the Israelis, against the Russians, against Putin. So we'll take a stand against the Putin and the Islamic Republic of Iran and President Xi and the Italians, which are Italians, the rich Italians. You stay in your country. The properties in France are now mine. The properties in France are now mine. The properties in Belgium and Netherlands are now mine. The properties in Sweden are now mine. The properties in Iran should be mine. Properties in America are now mine. The properties in Germany are now mine, and also the properties in Israel, in Canada are now mine. So we can stay alive and we can have fun and do things. We can do things